Hi guys, welcome back to another timeless reading. So this reading is going to help you as a tarot card reader to become better at what you are doing so that you can provide more value to those who are in service of your needs. I just want to mention something before I go on. Please remember that in any and all of my readings, nothing is ever set in stone, so therefore we learn as we go along, and only by following the guidance of our ancestors and spirit guides, if we focus on the things that we constantly see, that is when things actually turn around for us. If you are already a tarot card reader, you will know that you don't have all the answers day one. You don't need a lot of decks, but mainly important, there are certain things that you do need that is going to set you apart from the rest. So let's see what guidance we are getting from our ancestors. Okay, let's start. I have shuffled the cards just to make it a little bit easier on the reading. So the first card we are getting is this card is a very big indication that it is important to become still at least once a day so that you can remove all negative energies and become grounded. When you are grounded, it is far easier to actually do readings for other people and pay attention to your inner voice. And then you have got a lot of magic inside of you. If this is something that you wanted to do for a long time, chances are very good that this is already part of you and that you have been a seer or an oracle maybe in your previous lifetime. So therefore, the knowledge you have are actually part, or they are within yourselves. So therefore, use that magic, call it magic, which is white magic, not black magic, to actually tap into your wisdom to be able to guide those around that really need your help. And then this card is very much confirmation of the previous card that we actually got. So this card is an indication that it's very important to connect with energy, connect with different types of energies, because this can be spiritually draining unless you are grounded and unless you have got a few sources of energy that can actually help you to be able to ground for easier, quicker, and as your mind will expand once all these clutter is basically removed, then a lot of other things or guidance will be coming through from your true self. Um, water, water. Learn to flow like energy is flowing. Um, most of the readings that I do, or most of the extra cards that I actually put in my deck, are all confirmation related to previous cards. And this card is also an indication that it's important that you tap into not only Earth but other dimensions as well. Another thing that can actually help your readings is to pay attention to signs around you. For example, crows are the one animal that is very much connected to nature or to the spirit world, and if you are hearing them, know that they have got a message for you. Okay, so I hope so far that this is actually helping. And then um, always make sure that the energy around you is clean. If not, use incense, use sage, use any type of maybe candle, sage, that can actually help to clear the area, because for you it's very important to release, let go of those energies if you do not have a shield, and therefore that is going to help you to do your next reading far easier. And then, very, very important, as you learn and go along, apply your wisdom, but do not, make wishes and think, oh, well, I cannot do that. I mean, this person is, the people that I've seen, they are so good. And you know what? Never compare yourself to anybody. And always remember that those people also used to start at the bottom, but they had to really work hard. But because they love what they do, it actually becomes easier. So don't just become a bystander. Learn a few things here and there, and eventually you will notice that after a few weeks it will become easier. Sorry, I'll just put that there. It will become easier, and you will also find that when you look back, the more cards you have, the more confirmation you are going to get, but you don't need many decks to be able to actually read for people. Most of these cards all go very well together, and therefore they actually enhance one another. So, reciprocity. Okay, this type of tobacco, what we are actually referring to here is spiritual energies. So this is not like actual smoking. This is basically getting in contact with the energies to be able to hear their voices far easier. And then the fire inside of you must be ignited. It must become stronger and stronger and stronger, because this is what is going to make it possible for you to be able to actually take that extra step, go that extra mile, do the work, and finally realizing that this is why you are here for. You are here to make a difference in many people's lives, but the difference must come from you first. Therefore, focus not only on your mental health, but on your spiritual health as well. You are here to guide, you are here to direct and help others to find guidance in their lives. Therefore, to be able to become a good tarot card reader, understand what the cards are not telling you. Look at the images. For example, there's a lion. A lion is strength. Eagle. An eagle basically indicates that you can spread your wings. If you fly higher than the rest, you will be able to choose your path. You will be able to see deeper, and you will be able to, get past those challenges, those things that might have been burdening you. So, this will be a big indication to understand that you have got a drive. All is needed are a little bit of knowledge, skill, and therefore you will be able to complete that circle, or should I say that triangle. Most of the time, when especially when people start with their own channels, they basically have to stand out from the rest. So It's very much like suddenly you are this very small fish in this very, very big sea. And therefore, the only way that people can constantly know about you, learn about you, is when you just persist. Keep on going, decide that you are going to do this, and decide that eventually this can actually help or turn your life into possibly passive income. So, the main thing to remember is we all have to learn certain lessons along the way. And once, for example, sometimes it happens that you tend to have a look at quite a few people's, decks or cards, and then you see the same thing over and over and over again, and you realize, okay, that is something that I need to pay attention to. And once you do that, you will also realize that suddenly you don't get those cards anymore because you have just moved to another timeline. So, yeah, I hope that this is so far helping you. Okay, it's also very, very important to not be able or know who you are. Get momentum. Know that if there are things like trauma, anything related to your past and your heart that needs to be worked out, that this needs to be taken care of every single day. Unfortunately, this path is not something that just happens 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I mean, 3 days from now, you're going to be a different person than you have been today. So take care of your heart. Your heart is the bridge between you and the spiritual. Okay? So take care of it and guard it. But make sure that there's momentum, that things are flowing. That also makes sense when it gets to, our previous card there. And then set your intention. Know what you want. Know where you are going to, and know that you are going to only get there by actually starting. So you first need to set that intention, making that choice consciously, and then from there on, things are going to happen. Your breakthrough might be coming sooner or later, depending on the work that you are putting in. So it's very important to make a decision and then start from there and decide that no matter what is a problem in your life, that you are going to work it out, so that's not going to affect any of your readings. And then let me just put those separate for now. Connect to your ancestors. Follow the voice of your soul. Follow your soul. Connect with your soul. Reclaim your fragments. Reclaim your soul. Because your soul is going to make a lot of synchronicities possible in your life. And once all those pieces have been picked up, it's going to be far easier doing what you are setting out to do instead of, just going there. And then exchange your energy. This card basically means as you become stronger mentally, um, take what you have learned and share it with others. Share it with others so that it can make a difference in their lives as well. Focus on, this is very much related to money. So therefore, focus on gratitude. Focus on giving and learning to receive. So this is like a two-way street, not only getting, but giving as well. And we give by paying it forward, sharing our knowledge, putting our voice out there so that others can benefit from it. The cicada is actually a very, very small animal. This is the type of animal that learn or it goes into a cocoon. It's a type of animal that has been very, very sacred. And this animal is all about you growing, expanding, growing, expanding, growing, expanding. And then one day you will come out and the heavens will rejoice with you because you have broken that cycle and you have been able to get to exactly to where you want to be. So I hope that this has given you some clarity and this is going to help you on your path forward. Thank you guys, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.